Hello everyone, my name is Kristy Shafor. I'm one of the therapists here at Pediatric Associates of Mount Carmel. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and so we're doing a series of videos just to try and talk about different topics of mental health. And so I've opted to talk about anxiety. First and foremost, anxiety is an emotion. So an emotion is a situational worry or overwhelm, whether it be a test or a situation with a friend, and it makes sense to be kind of worried about that a little bit. When it becomes a problem is when it's persistent, excessive worry or overwhelm, and it just doesn't really go away. So knowing your symptoms can be really helpful for dealing with anxiety. So if your heart rate gets high, if you get hot, if you start talking a lot, or if you get really quiet, just knowing what your body is doing when you're experiencing that can help you first kind of catch it before it gets too big. There's also panic attacks and anxiety attacks. So an anxiety attack is an intense emotion. You're really worked up. You might have some issues breathing, not too much, versus a panic attack, which is where it's what people normally think of. You freeze, you cannot focus, you can't function. You might be crying, you're kind of hysterical. It's very, very intense. So they're two different things, but also obviously part of anxiety. To deal with anxiety, there's two kind of separate things that you can do. First is proactive coping skills, so making sure that you're getting enough sleep at night, eating a healthy diet, trying to make sure that you stay on top of your things so you're not overwhelmed when you get behind on things, exercising, getting outside, doing some mindfulness practices, those kind of things. And then there's also like reactive coping skills. So things once you're already experiencing anxiety, things you can do to try and help yourself calm down. This is where you would do deep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Big, deep diaphragmatic breaths can help lower your heart rate and tell your body that things are okay, that we don't have to be so stressed right now. You can also do exercise. Getting your heart rate up on purpose can kind of help get your body to calm itself down in general. Using ice, whether you ice your back of your neck, you just hold ice, you put ice on your chest, that temperature difference can also help kind of bring your anxiety down a little bit. You can also do some mindful practices, whether you do want to do meditation or if you like yoga, or if it's just a quick check-in with your body in general. Like I mentioned before, noticing how your body is doing, if you're talking a lot or if your stomach's in a knot. Those things are really, really helpful with anxiety. Coloring, listening to music, going for a walk, and a really quick exercise I wanted to introduce to you all. You can do it literally anywhere you're at. It's called the 5 senses, and it kind of just checks in, helps you ground to the moment right now. So list 5 things that you can see around you, 4 things that you can feel with your body around you, whether it's the chair underneath you, you're hot, you're cold, whatever it might be, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, 1 thing that you can taste. And then the time that it takes you to do those things, hopefully you will have been able to calm yourself a little bit and remember that you're in this moment. If at some point you get concerned that your anxiety is more than just a normal feeling or it doesn't match the situation, please feel free to reach out to your pediatrician. They can get you hooked up with one of the therapists here, or can give you a list of other therapists, other places. If you think it's severe enough, they can talk to you about medication options. But don't let it go unchecked, because it really is important to make sure that you take care of yourself so you can live the best life you got. Thanks so much.